Sometimes, a crushing defeat speaks louder than words, but a true competitor refuses to let it define the journey. Ireland's bruising 40-0 loss to the Black Ferns stings, no doubt. 6 tries conceded, 0 points scored. It doesn't look good on paper, and plenty of fans would agree there wasn't much to smile about in that match. But here's where it gets controversial. Should this bruising loss be the story of Ireland's Women's Rugby World Cup campaign? Or is it merely a painful chapter before their next shot at making history? Right now, the Irish squad is stationed in Exeter. Some might say it's their final stop, but for this team, it's a launching point. They're eyeing a seismic upset this Sunday, plotting to topple favorites France in the quarterfinal at Sandy Park. 1 p.m., catch it live on RTE. The focus, as head coach Scott Bement hints, has always been France. Even back in March, during the Six Nations, Bemand was already talking big about a possible knockout showdown with their French rivals. And this is the part most people miss. Being shut out by a team you beat just a year ago doesn't just hurt pride. It questions progress. Yet, as former Irish hooker Bernard Jackman explained on RTE, the bigger picture must be considered. To use a horse racing analogy, he said, New Zealand and England are clear favorites, Group 1 horses. Canada, too, could be in that elite category. Then you have teams like South Africa, France, and Ireland, teams still striving to get there. We simply faced a team at a more advanced stage in their development. We're wounded, yes, but it's not fatal. This resilient spirit echoes throughout the squad. Dorothy Wall, unfortunately sidelined from the tournament by an Achilles injury, firmly believes the loss should not dwell in their minds. New Zealand is in the rear-view mirror now, she reasoned. It's all about France. How do we expose their weak spots? Where can we capitalize? We lost a lot of ball in physical contact, and that hurts, because physicality is a core part of Irish rugby pride. That will be our focus this coming week. Their psychological scars don't appear deep enough to derail preparations. The real issue is physical. Several players are carrying knocks. Elena Perry, who starred against Spain, picked up a knee problem. While Niamh O'Dowd's powerful recent play is a rare bright spot, Siobhan McCarthy's impact off the bench has also impressed. Meanwhile, Stacey Flood's foot injury is a big blow to the backline's creativity, and Edo McMahon's heavy collision has raised further doubts, especially considering prior knee troubles. But here's the selection drama. The fitness of Aoife Wafer is in question, the Six Nations player of the tournament, absent for 6 consecutive games. Took part in the pre-match warm-up against New Zealand and looked ready. Was she held back purely to maximize her impact against France rather than risk her earlier? That's exactly what many supporters are wondering, and you can bet the press will demand an answer at this week's conference. Her comeback could tip the scales. In the meantime, Ireland's forwards, Hogan, McMahon, Moore, Tuitt, and Claire Bowles, have shouldered a heavy load. But no one would deny that adding Wafer's dynamism, pace, and on-field presence could provide the physical and mental edge needed for a deep cup run. Yet, history isn't on Ireland's side. Les Bleus, France, have taken the upper hand in their past 8 encounters and stormed through their pool with 3 dominant wins and a staggering 26 tries. The critics might say it's a mountain too high, but recent evidence says otherwise. 2 tight contests during the past year suggest the gap is closing. In their last Six Nations game, Ireland trailed by just 2 points late on, even though France played much of that match with just 14 after a red card. And let's not ignore a key tactical matchup, neutralizing Pauline Bourdon-Sansus at scrum half. Wall draws the comparison to shutting down Antoine Dupont in the men's game. A tall order, but absolutely crucial if Ireland hopes to stifle France's high-flying backs, particularly Maureen Ménager and Emily Ballard. It's a testament to how fine the margins are at this level. There's a real sense within the Irish squad that they have a defining performance in store. After the Black Ferns game, all the pressure flips. They're the underdogs, and that's often when Ireland rugby finds its magic. So, does destiny await in Bristol? Will this wounded team rise and rewrite their own story? And now, I want your opinion. Are Ireland's day-to-day improvements enough to take down France? Or does the weight of history make this a bridge too far? Could this be the moment when the underdog bites back? Or will experience and depth carry the favorites through? Let's talk about it. Passionate debate only makes the game better.